couple of problems here. We're given pretty similar directions to what we did for example 1. So it says for the function f of x equals negative 2x squared minus 4x, does it open upward, downward, axis symmetry, all that good stuff. We just did that. Let's do the same thing we did in the previous one on example 1. Let's identify our a value is negative 2. Our b value is negative 4. Our c value is not listed. It's 0. If there's no c value listed, it's 0. So the c value is always the one that's not with a variable. So does it open upward or downward? The a value is negative. Oh my goodness, Mr. Brasser. So the a value is negative, so it opens downward. The axis of symmetry is x equals negative b over 2a. So we have negative 4. We got a double negative. We'll clean that up in a second. Over 2 times our a value is negative 2. Lots of negatives going on. So double negative 4 is positive 4 over negative 4, which gives us a total of negative 1. So if you want to write this as one succinct answer, you'd say x equals negative 1. The vertex, again, negative b over 2a, comma, f of negative b over 2a. Folks, we already know the first coordinate is negative 1. We just got that from the axis of symmetry. So again, the x coordinate of your vertex is the same value as you got from the axis of symmetry. So if it's x equals negative 1, the x value of your vertex is negative 1. To find our y value, we're going to take that negative 1 and plug it in. So we're going to do f of negative 1, which is negative 2 times negative 1 squared minus 4 times negative 1. Well, negative 2 times negative 1 squared ends up being negative 1. Negative 4 times negative 1 ends up being plus 4. So we end up with the coordinate of 3. So our vertex is at negative 1, comma 3. Our y-intercept is just the c value, and it's just going to be 0. Try the last one on your own. Pause the video here. Try the last one on your own. And you're back. You clearly paused. Let's keep going. Again, a, in this case, is negative 1. B, negative 2. C, 3. Does it open upward or downward? It opens downward. Our a value is negative. I skipped a letter. Downward. Axis of symmetry. X equals negative b over 2a. Sorry, I kind of crammed that in there. We got negative b, my goodness, negative 2 over 2 times our a value of negative 1. So we end up with positive 2 over negative 2, which gives us negative 1 again. So again, our axis of symmetry would be the line x equals negative 1. Vertex. Our x value is just that negative 1 we just found. To find our y value, we'll plug that in. We got f of negative 1, which gives us negative 1 squared minus 2 times negative 1 plus 3. Well, negative 1 squared is positive 1, but we also had that negative on the outside, so it's back to negative 1. Minus 2 times negative 1 ends up being plus 2 plus 3. So negative 1 plus 2 is 1, plus 3 is 4. So the y-coordinate for our vertex is 4. Coordinates being negative 1, 4. The y-intercept is just our c value of 3. Now it says, write a new equation after f has been translated down 3 units. So f of x getting translated down 3 units, we're just going to subtract 3 from the end. So we're going to do negative x squared minus 2x plus 3. And we're shifting it down 3 units. That means we're going to subtract 3. Again, down 3 units. We're going to subtract 3 from the end. Sorry, it's on the edge of my iPad, and it's looking a little weird when I write there. So down 3 units, which means we would end up with just, let me zoom in a little bit, negative x squared minus 2x would be this version of this function shifted down by 3 units.